Is anybody out there? Hello? Well, it says we've got 5 people in here. 5 people watching. Is anybody going to say hi? Hello. Well, I'm here, whether you are or not. This is Coin Night Live Auction. Hello, Mr. McCumber. We are on number 243. What's up, Dirty Water? 243. Here we are for the auction of a lifetime. Now, I over exemplify on that there. It is actually a beautiful, wonderful auction, but it's not the auction of a lifetime. Auction of a lifetime will come up later at some point this year when I go get like a train load of coins and bring them here and literally give them away. But we're going to have to wait a little while for that. Santa Claus will have to return to town for that to take place. Oh, I got to put my phone on silent. Where the hell is my phone? Oh, here it is. My problem with my phone and Do Not Disturb is that when I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, it doesn't like to come back. And that is concerning. No active modes, Do Not Disturb. Turn on until... We'll do it until 7:57. 1 hour. How's everybody getting along? I'm looking at a whole bunch of zombies. Come on, folks. Drag it out and play with it. That's why you got one. There's Eric. Doing okay. Poor Pete. Poor Petey. Gotta go under the knife. Poor dog. Hello, Stan. Good evening, sir. Nana Stacks, Frank McCain. There, yeah, the zombies. We've actually got people talking now. I enjoy this. You're tired today. Well, I'm sorry that you're tired, sir. Now we've got 16 people watching. It's actually going to be worth getting started. 60 and Sunny, where Adventures with Maxwell sits. We're going to have a bunch of pretty neat stuff tonight. I'm going to start off showing the desk. Cushing's syndrome. I'd have to look that up in a dictionary. I had no idea what that means. It doesn't sound good. Anything with syndrome after it doesn't sound good. You guys going to hit the like buttons? We got 20 viewers in here right now and only got 6 like buttons hit. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to bite you, and it's free to do. Absolutely free. An adrenal disease. What the? What? What does that mean? Is that like really bad? What's up, Richard? Good afternoon all the way out there in California. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're joining me here. I feel good. Feel special. You have millionaire syndrome? I wish I had millionaire syndrome. I'm already working on my second million, though. I gave up on the first one. It was too hard. All right, well, let's get started with an auction. My nice, clean, fresh desk here. Benign tumor on her adrenal gland. Okay. Well, I guess that's not too bad. What's my first item? Eric, are you running things today? Get my first item up there for me and let me see what I'm doing. Because I don't know. All right. Hormone therapy until it quits working. Then it's time. Time? That doesn't sound good. First item up for bids. It's going to be this box of wheat cents. There's about 55 of them in here. They're all mixed, different kind, different types, different dates, different years, all that kind of stuff. See, there's a 1935S, came straight up out of the middle of the box. I'm not even looking. So we're starting this off at $5. That's a dime a coin, less than a dime a coin. Help me out here because I'm too stupid. I'm going to sell this stuff at way below what I paid for it. So let's get somebody up there who's going to give me a $5 bid. First item up for bids. Let's get going. First item up for bids. Give me a $5 bid. Anybody bid at $5? Hello? There we go. Coin Vault gives me a $10 bill. You got $10 now. Looking for a bid of $11. $11 now. Happened at 11. There's 11 now. 12 now. 12. Anybody come at 12? Come at 12 now. Anybody bid at $12? How about a bid at $12? 12 now. Anybody bid at 12? Hello? There's Maxwell at 13. Coin Vault tries 12. Now it needs 14. Looking for a 14 now. How about a bit of 14? 14 now. Anybody bit of 14? Anybody bit of 14? There's 14 now. 15. How about a bit of 15? $15. How about a bit of 15? 15. There's 15. 15 now. 16. Knock it into 16. How about a bit of 16? Sweet 16. No 16 yet. I got 15 for Coin Vault. Looking for 16. $16 bid now. How about a bit of 16? There's 16 now. 17. $17 now. Anybody bid of 17? There's 17 now. 18. There's 18 now. 19. $19. 19. How about a bit of 19? 19. Anybody bid of 19? $19 now. Anybody bid of 19? 19. Let's see one more coin that's in here. I know curiosity's killing the kitties. How about a 1940S? 1940 San Francisco. There's a $19 bid. 19 now. $20 now. Anybody bid a $20 bid? How about a bid of $20? We're still under 50 cents a coin. Are there errors in the stack? I don't have a clue what's in this stack. That's the whole glory of it. I have begun to get into toss it in a box mode. That's going to way benefit you guys because I don't know what the stuff is. It's been sitting on my floor long enough. I need to get the vacuum out, so I'm cleaning the floor off. Maxwell gives me a $20 bid. $20 bid now. Looking for a bid of 21. 21 now. A bid of 21. How about a bid of 21? No bid of 21. 20 going once now. Looking for a bid of 21. $21. How about a bid of 21? $21 now. A bid of 21. 20. Looking for a bid of 21. $21. How about a bid of 21? Anybody bid of 21? Got 21 now. 22. 22. How about a bid of 22? $22 now. Anybody bid of 22? Roughly 55 coins. Probably a little bit one, maybe two more, maybe one or two less. I'm probably going to shove this box full. I've got a few other coins here I can shove the box full with once we're done with this. I got Coin Vault at 21 now, going once, looking for a bid of 22. 22 now. Anybody bid of 22? 22. How about a bid of 22? $22 now. Anybody bid of 22? Going twice at 21 now, looking for a bid of 22. $22. How about a bid of 22? 22. Anybody bid of 22? Anybody bid of 22? $22 now. How about a bid of 22? 22. Anybody bid of 22? 22. Anybody bid of 22? I got 21 all in all done. Sold $21. Thank you, Mr. Coin Vault. Mi segundo item. A little bigger box. A little more coins. This one has, 60 coins-ish. Start that off at $6. Got Richard at 6 now. Looking for a bid of $7. $7 bid. How about a bid of $7? $7 bid. Now, about a bid of $7. How about a bid of $7 now? About a bid of 7? About a bit of $7. Oh, I can show my support for Coppercoins. What do you know? I can send myself a super chat. James Valley. Now, how does that work? I get charged a fee so that I get the fee. Something tells me YouTube's going to come out on top of that one. Shinbone at $8. $8 now. 9. Richard at 9 now. 10. I got 10. Stan Horn at $10. $10 bid now. Looking for $11 bid. How about $11 bid? Wait a bit. $11 bid. There's James Valley at 12. 12 now, looking for a bit of 13. $13. How about a bit of 13? 13. Anybody bit of 13? $13 now. Anybody a bit of 13? How about a bit of 13? There's 15. 15, looking for 16 now. Richard, take over the show. You're the one making the bids. 15, there's 18. James Valley at 18 now. James gets the mic. 18 now, looking for a bit of 19. There's 19. That's right, penny fight. $20 to Stan Horn now, looking for 21. $21. How about a bit of 21? 21. Anybody a bit of 21? 21. How about a bit of 21? $21 now. Anybody a bit of 21? 21. Anybody a bit of 21? There's 22. James Valley, 22 now, looking for a bit of 23. 23 now. Anybody a bit of 23? How about a bit of 23? Did you count them? Is it 66 exactly? It doesn't shock me that you would count them, Doug. It doesn't at all. There's 23. DC at 23 now. Looking for a bit of 24. $24 now. But a bit of 24. Are you serious? Is it really 66? Because I said some 60-ish, maybe. Give or take one. Okay. So it's either 65, 66, or 67, Doug says, and he is willing to attest to that. Shinbone at 25. Looking for a bit of 26. 26 now. But a bit of 26. How about a bit of 26? A bit of 26. There's 26 now. 27. $27 now. Anybody a bit of 27? How about a bit of 27? That's right. Rain Man drops a box of matches. 82, 82, 82, 246. Well, it's a box of 250. See, you're wrong. Yeah, but there's 4 still in the box. I don't know. I remember stuff. I'm a weirdo. I got DC at 26, looking for a bit of 27. $27 now. How about a bit of 27, 27? Anybody a bit of 27, 27? Kmart sucks. Of course, Kmart's not in business anymore. So, that kind of sucks, actually, because I used to like going there to get my ices when I was a little kid. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, there's a Kmart Blue Light Special in the back men in the men's department. No, Walmart sucks. Well, is DC my last bidder at 26? I get another bidder at 27. Anybody bid at 27? 27. Anybody bid at 27 once? I bid at 27. I bid at 27 twice. Dear. Sold DC 26. Thank you very much, sir. Baby Bear had a little box. Mama Bear had a bigger box. But Daddy Bear's got the biggest box of all. We're going with roughly 65 coins in this one. All right. Doug, you got 10 seconds. Go ahead, get counting. $6.50 start. Anybody give me $6.50? $6.50 bid now. Anybody bid of $6.50? How about a bit of $6.50? $6.50. Anybody bid of $6.50? I should put a Coppercoins. I should put a Coppercoins C on what? There's all kinds of stuff I could put a Coppercoins C on. Actually, it wouldn't even be a C. It would be an R, a registered trademark, because that's what I have. I got Maxwell at 15. Let's see. Jim Fletcher. Hello, Jim. Good day, sir. Timothy Morrell is in the house, too. James Valley's got the high bid, though, at 24. Autocorrect. What did we autocorrect? Should put a Coppercoin C. We got Mr. Morell at 25. 25 now, looking for a bit of 26. How about a bit of 26? Anybody a bit of 26? 26 now. Anybody bid at 26? 26 got 3 bids at 25. Looking for 26. $26 now. Anybody bid at 26? Lots of wheat pennies here. Looking for a bid of $26. 26 now. There's 27. 27 now. Looking for a bid of 28. 28. How about a bid of 28? Jim Schwartz. We got all kinds of stuff in the box, but I can't tell you exactly what it is. Why? Because I don't know. It's just a bunch of wheat pennies I tossed in the box. I could tell you a couple of them. I'm not going to go through the whole box, so that would be kind of pointless. This is a 1953S. Let's see. What else do we have here? There's a 1942S. Over 70 wheat pennies in this box, Eric says. Google Speak picked you talking. I got Tim at $30 looking for a $31 bid. How about a bid of 31? 31 now, a bit of 31. How about a bid of 31? 31, anybody bid of 31? Doug says there's 61. Eric says there's over 70. There'll be over 70 when I get finished with it because I see empty space that needs to be filled up with more coins, and it will be before I ship. So this is just an idea here. It's not the exactamundo, it's just an idea. And I've got, let's see, Tim Morrell at $30. Do I have any bidders higher than 30? Anybody higher than 30? Anybody bid 32? How about a bid of 32? 32 now. Anybody bid of 32? Anybody bid of 32? 32. Anybody bid of 32? 30. Going once now. Looking for a bid of 32. 30 now. Looking for a bid of. Do the boxes have tops? No, I wrap them up in plastic. I wrap them up really nice and tight. But I only do a half of a box. These things are expensive and they're hard to find. If you're going to bid above 30, I'm going to bid 32. I might give you a top. If you want to bid a $32 bid, I'll give you a top. 30 now, looking for 32. 32, anybody bid a 32? Twice now at 30, looking for a bid of 32. 32 now, anybody bid a 32? Anybody bid a 32? Last and final call, all in, all done. There's 33. Okay, 33 now, I need a bid of 35. James Valley, bid of 33. Looking for a bit of 35. There's 35 now. 37. $37. How about a bit of 37? 37. Anybody bid of 37? Yes, I will have a top, DC. It will have a top. I come without one, but the box will come with one. You got to think about that one for a second. That's a picture you don't want to see. Yeah, 35, looking for 37. 37 now. Anybody bid of 37? How about a bit of 37? 37. Anybody bid of 37? In the box full of coins with a top. Right, Shinbone? Sold to Mr. Morrell, 35. Eric, don't fall asleep already. There we go. Now, see, this is one. Don't even ask me how this happened. $75. $75 to get you started on this. Shinbone's got a 75 bid on it, now 80. How about a bit of $80? 80 now. Anybody a bit of $80? How about a bit of 80? Well, anybody a bit of $80? 80 now. Anybody a bit of $80? There's over 700 dimes in this. I did it by weight. My weight showed me it was either 702, 703, or 704. So roughly 700 dimes in here. The whole 2.6 something grams thing. 2.628, I think. I got Shinbone at 75, going once, looking for a bid of $80. 80 now, a bit of $80. These are dimes from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They're all uncirculated. There could be some pretty good ones in there. I have no idea. I don't do dimes. It's enough for me just to lift the bag. I've got Maxwell at $80 now, 85. 85, anybody bit of 85, 85, 85, anybody bit of 85. Hello, Kevin. Good evening, sir. 80 now, looking for a bit of 85, 85, anybody bit of 85, 85, 85, anybody bit of 85. No bit of 85. Okay, I got $80 going once now, looking for a bit of 85. How about a bit of 85? Now 80 twice, looking for a bit of 85, 85 now, a bit of 85, 85, 85, anybody bit of 85. $80, final call, looking for a bit of 85. Told. Maxwell, $80. Thank you, sir. Thank you for unshelving me of that. Look at this. 3 rolls of 1985D. Lincoln cent starting at $12. These things in dealer bid, in wholesale bid, are $6 a roll. That's $18 worth. $18. We're starting at $12. Got Eric at $12 now. Sergeant First Class, thank you very much, sir. $12. Oh, I shouldn't have called you, sir. Sorry, you work for a living. $12 looking for a bid of 13 now. 13, how about a bid of 13? Anybody bid of 13? $13. Anybody bid of 13? How about a bid of 13? Got my dog sitting in the chair playing backseat driver, playing armchair quarterback with me. He thinks I should be doing this differently. I told him to get up here and do it himself. He just kind of looked at the wall. Looking for 13. Anybody bid of 13? How about a bid of 13? $13. Got 12. Looking for 13. No bidder? No bidder, bidder, bid. Hello, Paula. All right, we're going to sell it at 12. Thanks, Eric. Next up, what do I have? I have 2000, is this 2014? Yeah, 2014, 4 times. 2014, 4 times. Original rolls, these are the heat seal rolls. 4 rolls, $6 start here. $6 only for 2014 Philadelphia. I just saw a photo of a 2014 Philadelphia double die obverse on Facebook a little bit earlier this afternoon. I thought, man, that looks really cool. I think it might have been a find by Eric Maith or somebody I know. But you could be a finder too. I mean, you got 200 chances here. $6 bid, looking for $6. Anybody bid a $6 bill? $6. Anybody bid a $6? Hello, Arizona Coins. There's Dan McCumber at 6. 6 now, looking for a $6.50 bid. $6.50. Anybody bid a $6.50? Anybody bid a $6.50? How about $6.50? There's Doug at 7. 7 now, looking for an $8 bid. $8 now. Anybody bid of $8? How about a bid of 8? Got 7, looking for a bid of $8 now. Anybody bid of $8? How about a bid of $8 now? Anybody bid of 8? Eric is sending a general canned good evening to everyone he's not spoken to yet today because he is so busy. Love you too, Eric. Let's see. Let me get this changed back over to the right thing, what I'm actually looking for here. There we go. Okay, I'm back. $8 from Eric Beyer. I got $8 bid on these 14 rolls. 2014 Shield Scent rolls. Got 4 of them here. Does anybody else want to bid? Any other bidder? Anybody bidder? Any better bidder? How about a better bidder? Any better bidder? Doug comes up with a $9 bid now, 10. How about a bid of 10? $10. Looking for 10 now. Anybody bid a $10? How about a $10 bid? God, what extraordinary weather we had today. Highs in the upper 70s. Nice dry air, sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine. It was a great day. Yep, Eric. 2014 Philadelphia. Got a $9 bid now. Going once, looking for a $10 bid. How about a bid of $10 bid? How about a bid of $10 bid? Anybody bid a $10 bid, $10 bid. Sound like one of those cowboys singing Rawhide or something. There are some nice DDOs in those. I'll let you put them on layaway. You pay for them today, and I'll lay them away and send them to you later. Well, it looks like Doug might win it at $9. Going to go for a once on this. There's Timothy at 10. $10 bid now. 10, looking for an $11 bid. $11 bid. I typically sell these for $3 a roll. That's $12. If we don't go above 10, there's 11. Now 12. How about a $12 bid? 12. Anybody bid a $12 bid? If I get 13, I can actually buy part of a bag of dog food. There's 12. That's for me. The dog eats cheese. There's 13. Now looking for a bit of 14. $14. How about a bit of 14? You should see him too. He curls his lip up when he gets ready to eat a bite of cheese. The funniest thing ever. He loves cheese, but he curls his lip up when he's going to eat it. Looks like he's trying to eat broccoli or something. Tim at 13, looking for a bit of $14. How about a bit of 14.90, but a bit of 14. I got 13 going once, looking for a bit of $14 now, but a bit of 14. This is a just for today thing, okay? Just for today. When you're going to go out, don't say out. Just say fat chance. Then we'll know you're out and you're a fat chance you'd ever bid any higher. And that's perfectly fine with me. See, Tim just said out. He should have said fat chance. Doug at 14 now. 14 looking for a 15. How about a $15 bid? Anybody bid a $15 now? Anybody bid a 15? No 15. Looking for a bit of 15 now. Anybody bid a 15? How about a bit of $15? I got 14 going once now. Looking for a bit of 15. You like oot? Are you oot? Fat Tuesday. That's in February. We're already in April. It's even past April Fool's Day. I almost missed it. Maxwell says fat chance. See, I know exactly what he's saying now. I got right where you're coming from. Sold. Ding, ding, ding. Doug, $14. Next. How about 2009 Philadelphia? Let me make sure this is what this says it is. 2009 Philadelphia LP2. Nope, 2009 Denver LP2. These have a D mint mark. That means Denver. Yeah, I've learned that more than once today. Yep, 2009 DLP2. 4 rolls, 2009 DLP2 started off at $6. How about a $6 bid? Now anybody bid at $6. You want something to search? I got it right here. $6 bid, looking for a $6 bid. Anybody bid a $6 bid? How about a bid a $6 bid? Anybody bid a 6? I got James Valley at $6. 6 now, looking for a $7 bid. 7 now, anybody bid a $7? How about a bid a $7 now? Anybody bid a $7 bid? I've got 32 viewers in the house, and I've only got 19 likes. I guess that means I've got, 13 dislikes? Let's try getting us up above 20 at least. James Valley now, $12. 12 now, looking for a bit of $13. How about a bit of $13? Anybody bid a $13? 13. Anybody bid a 13? How about a bit of $13 now? Anybody bid a 13? Trolling. That's okay. I troll a lot of places. Is it called trolling when you're just watching? It's called lurking when you're just watching. So in order to be trolling, I have to kind of like be an asshole toward everybody. Is that what trolling is? I'm just learning. I'm just trying to learn. All right, Timothy at $14 now, looking for a bit of $15. How about a bit of $15? Anybody bid a $15? Anybody bid a 15? Frank says yes. Okay, thank you, Frank. I was confused on that one. So you're lurking, you're trolling, you're bidding, you're all kinds of things. I've got DC at 15 now. DC at 15. All quiet and coy with that smirk on his face, bidding 15. He knows he's going to take it home. Oh, Joe is observing. Observing. Canadian Roll Hunter is lurking. I got a roll for you tonight. You've probably seen 1,000 of them. I don't see them very often. I got a 1963 roll of Canadian cents. They could have some of those little hanging digits. What do they call those? Trolling is like, wow, DC overbid me. What a weenie. Well, DC at 15 has the high bid right now. If anybody wants to prove him a weenie, they need to bid more. 15 to 15.50 or 16. How about a bit of $16? Yeah, the hanging 3. That's right. These could have it in there. I don't know. I haven't looked. I sold a bunch of 1957 Elizabeth 2 cents. You know, see, last week. It's like about a half a roll worth of them. Stalking. I think I like that one better than anything. Stalking. Because typically stalking means that you're looking for a victim, and that is newsworthy. That's worth talking about. All right, well, we're going to sell this one to DC because I'm not one for conversation. All right, thanks, DC. $15 bill. Let's try this. I have a 68D, a 69D, and an 80 Philadelphia roll trio here. 68D, 69D, and 80 Philadelphia. 3-pack of rolls. 68D, beautiful double die reverse. Really nice RPM. 1969D, a few RPMs for you to be looking for. And 1980 Philadelphia, major double die obverse. Really nice looking one, too. We've got Dirty Water at $6 now, looking for a bid of $6.50. $6.50, how about a bid of $6.50? $6.59, how about a bid of $6.50? How about a bid of $6.50? $6.59, how about a bid of $6.50? How about a bid of $6.50? I got $6 looking for $6.50. How about $7? $7, $7 sound better? Nope, $8 sounds good. Okay, Tim gets $8 now, looking for $9. $8 now, looking for $9. $9. How about a bid of $9? $9 bid, $9, how about a bid of $9? Trolling is what your girlfriend does when she walks around the house in lingerie. Well, oh man, yeah, I'm just gonna act like I didn't even see that. Mark's changing the subject and the topic. well, I guess. All right, Dirty Water says fat chance, but Adventures of Maxwell's got a $15 bid. 15 now, 16. Fatter chance for Tim. Well, anybody want to bid a $16 bid? Give it a few seconds. Once at 15. Twice at 15. You were once, twice, 3 times at 15. Big jump, what it? Okay, well, we'll say sold. We'll move this one on along. Thank you, good sir. How about a 61D, a 62 Philadelphia, and a 64D, all original rolls? 61, 62, 64, 61D, 62P, 64D, starting with an $8 bid from Richard. $8 now. Look over a bid of $9, $9 bid. Anybody bid of $9? How about a bid of $9? Anybody bid of $9? There's Dirty Water at 9, now 10. 9 now, 10, 10. Looking for a bid of 10. There's 15. Tim Morrell at 15. He is not one to mess around. Got to wait for everybody else to top the $15 bid. Trolling means you have a lure, a fishing pole, and a boat moving under you. I feel the boat move under my feet. Coin Vault at $12. Nope, still got Tim Morrell at 15. You got to get over Tim Morrell at 15. $15 looking for 16. 16, a $16 bid. Now, anybody bid a $16 bid? Anybody 16? Adventures with Maxwell says a fat chance. Dirty Water says a fat chance. The Coin Vault comes back and challenges 12 to 18, 18, 15 to $18, $18 now, 19. Looking for 19, 19. Anybody bid a 19, 19? How about a bid of 19, 19? Anybody bid a 19, $19? I tell you what. Let's do it this way. How about for Coin Vault fattest chance? Okay, Tim says. Well, how about if we do this for each of you? Both of you outbid my bin, so you should want to take it because I'm going to do a bin of $14 to the two of you. Coin Vault and Tim Morrell. How about that? $14 bin for these three. I've got a second package of them. All you got to do is say bin, and we are done. Tim Morrell says bin. You see that? I can make that smile turn upside down or make your frown turn upside down. That's what it is. Turn that frown upside down. So he says fattest chance, and then 2 comments later, he's on bin time. All right, Coin Vault and Tim Morrell get one of these each at 14. Thank you, guys. Next. I'm sure I'll figure this out eventually. I've got a 4-pack of 2019 Philadelphia. 2019 Philadelphia 4-pack. We're going to start this off at $8. How about $2 a roll? $8 now. Anybody bid of $8? How about a bid of $8? $8 bid? Wait, a bit of $8. How about a bid of $8? $8 bid. Now anybody bid of $8? Anybody bid? 8. No bid of 8. Are you guys just super lag? Are you tired? Did you eat too much for dinner? There's Doug at $8. 8 now, looking for a bit of $8.50. $8.50, anybody bid of $8.50? That's only 50 cents more. You can't even get a phone call for that anymore. 8 now, $8.50. $8.50 now, anybody bid of $8.50? $8.50, how about a bit of $8.50? Oh, Timothy is eating right now. Enjoy your gestation. Not enough coffee. I've got coffee for you. Just go down to the kitchen, grab some. 9 now, $9.50. $9.50, got a $9.50 looking for $10 bid. $10, anybody, even $10 bill? How about a bit of 10, bit of 10 now, anybody bit of 10? How about a bit of 10? Joseph is the one who's telling the truth. I'm broke, dude. $10, Doug. $10 now, looking for an $11 bid. How about $11 bid? I don't drink cold coffee, boys and girls. I got $10.50 from DC. You must be drinking cold coffee. I got a $10.50 now, $11 bid. $11 bid now, anybody bid $11? How about a bid $11? Battle to do laundry for that. Oh, for the 50 cents? Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't want your 50 cents. You can do the laundry. How's that work? How you like them apples? That's right. Hot coffee only. I got $10.50 looking for $11. Got $11 bid now. Got 11. Looking for $12. How about a bid of $12? But knowing you guys, you'll give me $11.50. Give me that laundry money. 11 now. $11.50 looking for $11.50. How about $11.50 bid? You're just trying to tongue twist me. $11.59, a bit of $11.50. How about $11.50? $11.59, a bit of $11.50. I can do it. 11.5 now, half. Anybody bid a half. Doug Rezak for $11.99. Got $11.99 bid now, looking for 12.5. 12.5 now. Anybody bid a 12.5? Oh, I'll take the extra penny, Doug. Don't worry about that. I got a house full of them. That gives me the shudders, DC. 4 shots of espresso. You'd have me running 50 miles an hour up and down the street. I'm not even sure I'd have clothes on. I'm going to sell this one to Doug for 12. There we go. Sold. Thank you, Doug. What do I have here? What would you do if I sang out of tune? Didn't we already do one of these? I guess not. What the hell is the 8 for? Oh, that must be lot number 8. Okay. Sorry. My head isn't on straight. Lot number 11, 1985, D in 1977, Philadelphia, and in 1989, Philadelphia. The 77 is the Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis, the Louisville branch of Louisville, Kentucky. Good day, Steven. Got an $8 start on this guy. Anybody want to start me at $8? 1977 Fed Reserve wrapped roll is in this bag. It doubles in France with sugar and no cream. I've got a story about that. But I'll tell you, after we start getting some bids, see, you pay me, I pay you back. I give you a story. Nobody wants this? That's okay. We can pass. We pass on that bag. Who likes tokens? I got a whole little baggie full of tokens here. I've scarcely looked at it. Some of these are game tokens, transportation tokens. It looks like there's a 5-cent tax token or something like that in there. There's one of those ones with the slots that you put in the little machine as you go through the turnstile. Little bag of tokens. How about a $4 bid? Ooh, look at that. There's one with a little H in the middle of it. Oofta. Yeah, Joseph is from Minnesota. Guess where my wife is right now? My wife is tootling around the Mall of America trying to spend all my money. She didn't know Minnesota license plates had a canoe on them. I had to tell her that. I'm not even there. $4 for the bag of tokens. Anybody give me $4 bid? How about a bid of $4 bid? Now I did a bid of $4. How about a bid of $4? Anybody bid a $4 bid? The big mall. That's right. No bid of $4? Dude, you're no fun. What's up, Mohawk? Mohawk Joe. In the house. $4 bag of tokens. Anybody give me 4? How about 3? $3 bag of tokens. Anybody give me $3 bag, $3. Anybody bid a $3? How about a $3 bid? $3 now. Anybody bid a $3? 2 minutes away, literally. I won't tell her. That way she won't be afraid. $3.50. Got $3.50 from Doug. $3.50 now. $3.50 bid. $3.50 bid now. 4. Now 4. How about a bid of $4 bid? Got $3.50. $3.50. There's 4. 4 now. $4.50. $4.50. $4.50. Anybody bid of $4.50? How about a bid of $4.50? $4.50. Anybody bid of $4.50? There's 5. Joe Cooper says 5. $5 bill now. Looking for us. 5.5. 5.5. Anybody bid a 5.5? 5.5. Half. 5.5. My doggy's sitting here staring at me like, you are a weirdo. But you can pet me anyway. Scratch my ear, Daddy. Now let me lick it. He's a weird dog. But, hey, he's mine. $5 to Joe Cooper. Anybody outbid him? Outbid him 5.5. 5.5. Anybody bid a 5.5? 5.5? No, he's not snoring. He's standing here next to me, looking at me. He's burning a hole in the side of my face. All right. Well, no 5.5. We're going to sell this one to Joe. Sold to Joe, $5. Thank you, Joe. How about some fern coins? I got a whole pound of fern coins here. Anybody want to ID them for me? $11. $11 get you a pound. Lot number 13. Pound of foreign coins. $11 start. How about a bid of $11? $11 start now. Anybody bid $11? How about $11? 11 now. Anybody bid $11? How about $11 bid? Anybody bid $11? Wow, you guys are tough customers. You slap me around because it's not Lincoln Cents. And then when all I run is Lincoln Cents, you're like, do you have any nickels? Yeah, I do, but you're not getting any of them because you won't buy them when I put them up. Replace the stickers on the pull coins with a 2x2 pick of Sherm. Start staring out the flip. Stickers on a pool 2x2 pick of Sherm staring out the flip. I think I could probably do something like that, maybe. Joe, it's the only way I know it's you. If half the words are misspelled, I know it's you, so don't change. It's the only way I can identify you for sure. What is your problem? What? What do you want? Huh? Boy, he is a weirdo today. You like Indian heads too? Well, Sherm likes the idea. He always likes the idea of his picture being taken. An 1883 with cents V-nickel. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a tall order for me. I'm pretty sure I don't have one of those. No world coin buyers. All right. We can wipe that one clean. You guys speak volumes by not speaking at all. No, you stay out of there. No storms. You stay out of there. You're getting ready to get underneath the table and start sitting on my feet. We don't do that unless there's storms. Here, I've got 6 OBW rolls for you. Not a damn one of them can I tell you what it is. All of these are tails rolls I got separated from their box. Nobody knows what they are without opening them. I've got 2 shield rolls, and there are 4 memorial rolls. Got to start at $12 on that. DC starts me at $12. Looking for a bit of 13. How about a bit of 13? Anybody a bit of 13? $13. How about a bit of 13? $13 now. Got 14. Nano stacks at 14. 14 now, 15. Got DC back at 15. Looking for 16. 16. How about a bit of 16? $16 now. Anybody a bit of 16? Got DC at 16. Tim at 18. 18 now, 20. 18 now, 20. $20. How about a bit of $20? 20 now. A bit of 20. No idea what dates and mints these are. DC at 19 now, looking for 20. 20 now, and a bit of $20. 20 now, and a bit of 20. What was $6.66, Joe? Did I charge you $6.66 for something? If I did, you reach up and backhand me. Blaine at 20 now, and Timothy at 22. Got Timorell at 22. 22 now, looking for a bit of 24. 24. How about a bit of 24, 24, anybody a bit of 24? I have no idea what's in these, but it could be indeed very good. I can tell you that they are all zinc. So they're all dated at least 1983 or thereafter. Tim at 22, looking for a bit of 24. 24 now, how about a bit of 24? 23, 24, anybody a bit of 23, 24. Penny fight. I like penny fights. Especially when it's my pennies. Because they're my pennies and I can cry if I want to. Add an extra candy bar to change the price. I don't have any candy bars. I quit eating candy bars. I'm diabetic. I'm not allowed to have those. A 22, looking for a bit of 24. 23. How about a 24, 23? Anybody a bit of 23? How about a bit of 24? Anybody a bit of 23? Money better. Better. A candy may make you happy. You just reminded me of that Stephen King movie. The candy makes me happy. All right, Tim's going to win this one. People sitting on the dial too long. Invoice you first. I ain't charging you $6.66 for nothing, and if it is, I'd charge you $7. So I don't go down much. I'll go up though. All right, let's bring up the dyno because we're moving over to some rolly rolls. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not yet. Oh, hang on. Changed my mind on that one. Check this out. This is a bag. It weighs about a pound. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Mint set coins, Lincoln cents. It's all just pennies, though. And I'm going to get you started on that one. That one is going to run you a $10 start. $10 start on this bag. The old baggie full of stuff. Anybody give me a $10 bill? $10? How about a bit of $10, $10 bill now? A bit of 10. How about a bit of 10? Bit of 10, bit of 10 now? Anybody a bit of 10? How about a bit of 10, 10, 10? There's starting first class. Give me a $10 bill. 10 now. $11, $11. $11 now. Anybody a bit of $11? How about $11, $11 bid? There's Stan Horn at 12. 12 now. 13. 13, 13. How about a bit of 13, 13? Anybody a bit of 13? How about a bit of 13, $13? 13 now. Anybody a bit of 13? $13 now. Anybody a bit of 13? There's 14. Mohawk at 14. Got Joe at 14 now, looking for a bit of 15, $15. How about a bit of 15, $15? Anybody a bit of 15? How about a bit of 15, 15? 14. 14 going once, looking for a bit of 15. 15 now. Anybody a bit of 15, $15? How about a bit of 15? Bit of 15 on bag, 15 now. Anybody a bit of 15? How about a bit of 15, $15? 14 going once, looking for a bit of 15. $15 now. Anybody a bit of 15? There's 15 now, 16. 15 now, 16, 16. How about a bit of 16, 16 now? Look a bit of 16. Look a bit of 16. Need a bit of 16. How about a bit of 16, $16? Anybody a bit of 16? 15 going once now. Looking for a bit of 15, 16, 16. Looking for a bit of 16, $16. Got a bit of 15. Look a bit of $16 now. A bit of 16. Eric is a fat chancer. Mohawk at 16, 16 now, looking for 17, $17. How about a bit of 17, 17? Anybody a bit of 17, 17? Stan Horn isn't playing the game right. That's okay. Even slow people can learn. You say fat chance. That's what the out is. Today only. Today and today only. Tuesday. I got a $16 bid looking for 17. 17 now. Anybody a bit of 17? How about a bit of 17? 17? Wife got you an ice cream. She's the best. Awesome. She didn't get me one, though, so, yeah. I'm looking for anyone who knows how to make ice cream, can make me some ice cream that's half sugar ice cream. Half the sugar that you would normally put in it. I want to try some semi-sweet ice cream. No sweeteners. No stevia, no Trulia, no whatever all that other crap is. It has to be sugar, but only half of what would normally be in it. All right, this is going to be sold to Mohawk at $16. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you. I have another. Check this one out. Another bag with even more stuff in it, but we're going to start this one at $10. $10 start on bag 16 here. Bag number 16. Looking for a $10 bid. $10 now. Anybody bid a $10? $10. Anybody bid a $10? $10. How about a bid of $10? $10. Anybody bid a 10? You know not of this half I speak of. This half I speak of is less than full, and it's more than empty. And it is something that gives a diabetic a chance at life with ice cream. I don't want to eat any of that crap sweetener. I don't want any of those chemicals in my body. But if it's going to be sweet, it's going to be sugar. Or honey. Or agave nectar. Was only in the 80s today. Well, it only got up to like 75, 80 here today. So that's a good thing. Stan Horn's at $12, looking for a $13 bid. 13 now. Anybody bid a 13? How about a bid of 13? 13 now. How about a $13 bid? Anybody bid a 13? These aren't all wheat cents. There's a 69D right there. It says hole in the head. Oh, what the? What the what? Oh, it is. There's a hole right in the middle of his ear. Interesting enough. I don't know what's all going here. It's just stuff. 13. 13, I got a bid. 13 now. Looking for a bid of 14. $14 now. Anybody bid of 14? Any bid of 14? Bid of 14 now. Anybody bid of 14? How about a bid of 14? $14. Anybody bid of 14? $14 now. Going once at 13. Looking for a bid of 14. There's 14 now. 15. How about a bid of 15? 15 now. Anybody bid of 15? What's up, Sloppy Stacks? What does the wise one say? It isn't nice. Trizepatide. I'm not pre-diabetic, bro. I'm poster child diabetic. I'm full steam ahead diabetic. My last A1C measurement was 11.5. Yep. I'm throwing the shoes at it. So I stay away from sugar as much as I possibly can. I stay away from caloric intake in any form of carbs like bread and all that stuff. So what I want is to cheat a little bit, but not cheat all the way. And I don't need ice cream that is full sugar. Well, my problem with any kind of medication, I could probably change to whatever medication I want, but it would be out of pocket because I'm in the VA system, and the VA chooses what I get to take. Unless I want to pay for it out of my pocket. Well, Dan, I win. That's right, I'm a meter-wearing diabetic. You're right. Well, we getting any bidder higher than 14 on this? I got Richard at 14. Looking for a $15 bid. How about a $15 bid? Now, a bit of 15. How about a bit of 15? The clock is ticking. Sold. Stan Horn, $14. Thank you. I think you guys are getting bored, but you need to prove me wrong. I got another one here. This is bag number 17. Bag 17, it's about the same stuff. A little bit more of it, but roughly the same type of stuff. Looking for a $10 start on this. $10. Anybody bid a $10 bill? $10. Anybody bid a $10 bid? Thanks, Eric. I love you too, brother. Next time, why don't you wave the spoon in front of my face? Haagen-Dazs macadamia and caramel bar. You suck. DC at 16. No thanks, Eric. You send me a pic of that and I'll send you a pic of what comes out the other end. I remember my t-shirt design. Bite hand. That's right. I got DC at 16, looking for a bit of $17. How about a bit of 17? There's 17 now, looking for 18. How about an $18 bid? 18 now, a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? $18 now. How about a bit of 18? Yeah, it's wrong, but he doesn't care. He's one of those friends that enjoys watching the misery of other friends. He'd drag me through a pile of broken glass just to listen to me whimper. I got Richard at 17, looking for an $18 bid. Anybody bid of $18? How about a bid of 18? First call at 17, looking for a bid of $18 now. Anybody bid of 18? How about a bid of $18 now? Anybody bid of 18? Second call at a $17 bid. Now looking for 18. How about a bid of $18 now? Anybody bid of 18? There's James Valley at 18 now, looking for $19 now. How about a bit of $19? Anybody bit of 19? Screw it. You know what, Eric? I think if you're going to send me a picture of your ice cream, I will send you an entire week's supply of my used insulin needles. That'll work. That'll shut him up. I got a big old bruise on my gut right now from stabbing myself with a needle in the wrong spot. That's right, I shoot up every day. 16 units of insulin. I got DC at 19 now, looking for a $20 bill. How about a $20 bill now? A bit of $20 bill. How about a bit of $20 bill? 29. A bit of 20. Oh, I love you, brother. Tim, that's what brothers do right there. Thank you, sir. Show everybody else what brothers do. James at 20 now. 20 now, looking for 21. 21. Anybody bit of 21? 21. How about a bit of 21? 21. Yeah, Mohawk, it's on the fat line, which mine is plenty. Around your belly, more than 2 inches away from your belly button. And that's where I stabbed myself, but I got a big old bruise there now. Bled under my skin, I guess. Got 20, looking for 21. How about a bit of 21? Gonna give it a last call here for 21. Looking for a bit of 21. Anybody bit of 21? 21 now, a bit of 21. Last call now, looking for a bit of 21. Them 4 letters come out. Right there. Sold to Mr. Valley. Can you say Eric Chance? You can. You can say Eric Chance at this point. We got a roll to sell you. 2009 Philadelphia LP2. That's the famous one. That's the one where you can find all kinds of nice little double die reverses. BU roll here into his calf. Insulin in your calf. Huh. You had to move to your outer thighs because of the bruising on your stomach. I figured you had to put it in your stomach. Nobody ever told me I could put it anywhere else. Yeah, I might just stick it on my... Never mind. Richard gives me a $3 bid now, looking for 3 1/4, 3 1/4, anybody bit of 3 1/4, how about a bit of 325, 325, anybody bit of 325, 325. This is the 2009 Philadelphia LP2 log splitter, book reader, whatever you want to call it. The buttocks. Yes, I do it in the buttocks. Got shot right in the buttocks. You want to see? Got to chase the fat areas. Well, hell, I got plenty of them, I tell you that for sure. I got Mohawk at 5, DC at 6. Paula wants to see. Now, don't be naughty. Mohawk back at 7. I tell you what, folks, let's do it this way. Yeah, we've always got it this way. Anybody who wants one of these, now these might be this, and it might also be the red and white candy stripe rolls. Anybody who wants one can buy one now. $2.95. $2.95. Going down. Anybody get a $2.95? How many do you want at $2.95? Just tell me. Give me the $2.95s. Anybody bid a $2.95 now? DC takes 3. Mohawk takes 2. Richard takes 2. Sloppy takes 2. James Valley takes 1. I knew you guys were not dumb. You guys aren't even slow to being close, or close to being slow. That too. Look at my dog. He's all up underneath me thinking he's getting something because I'm being nice. Hi. What's up, Sherman? His tail is wagging him. Oh, Jesus. Seriously? Look at this. What? What? What do you want? Get him. Get him, Sherm. All right. Hi, folks. Back over to the desk. What? What? His tail is wagging him. No, it's not Mickey. It's actually my friend Sean. Anybody here have any dogs? How's Tilly acting right now? All right, go. Sit. Sit. SHAWN. That is correct.
Hello, everybody.
Dirty water. Happy as usual. She's not barking at the computer. I figure anybody who had a dog would be all on alarm right now. Did that get everybody? Do you have everybody on the list? What do we got here? I guess that's enough. I'll move on to the next thing. How about this? Boys and girls. The scarcest of them all. 2009 D LP4. Now, this is the one that shows the unfinished... There we go. The unfinished Capitol Dome on the reverse. I say the scarcest of them all because this is the lowest mintage of all the 2009 Lincoln cents. We're going to start this off at $3. How about a $3 bid? Nah, anybody bid at $3. How about a $3 bid? Nah, anybody bid at $3? $3 bid only. Less than 260 million of them minted, which means that this is probably a lower mintage than the 1954 S Lincoln cent, which was a relatively low mintage in itself. So, yeah, we got some really low mintage stuff going on here. This is the lowest mintage of anything since the Memorial days, other than proofs, of course. But this isn't a proof. This is a roll of coins as they came from the bank. We're up to $8 now. Chubby Pop Chaser at $8. Hello, good evening, Jerry. Up to $8 now. Looking for a bid of $9 now. There's $8.50. $8.50 now. $9.99. Anybody bid of $9? $9 now. Anybody bid of $9? $9 now. Anybody bid a $9 bid? Go up here. I took some rows out. There we go. I am merciless. How about if we do it this way? Let's do it this way. How many were mint state 70s? 70S mint? Oh, the 70S? A far larger number than these. I can tell you that for sure. 70S mint was over a million coin, over a billion. I don't know. You gonna make me look this up? The Lincoln cent was minted from 1909 until at least 2025. And 1970 S mint 690 million. 690 million were minted. 690 million. And the 2009 D-Mint LP4 was bicentennial, professional life, presidency. 198 million. 198 million were minted of these. That's a lower mintage than any modern Lincoln Cent regular mintage other than the Philadelphia mint from the same issue. There were only 129 million of those minted. The S mints, there were 2.9 million, but those aren't regular issue. All right, let's do it this way, though. How about this? That was my knuckles, because I'm getting relaxed here. Let's do a $5 bin on these, see how many we can sell. At a $5 bin, let's see how many we can sell. Give me a bin and then a number. Mohawk takes 2. Hello, Carl. We're doing 2009 LP4s right now at $5. I don't know that, did DCU taking 3 of them? Mohawk Joe at 2. Chubby Pop Chaser at 4. Timothy Morrell at 3. Eric at 1. That's Sergeant First Class, Eric. Doug Arizak says, ouch, bin 2. Frank's still trying to pick his jaw up off the floor to tell me how many he wants to get. Stan Horn, bin 4. James Valley for 1. So it was Doug for 2, Stan for 4, James Valley for 1, Sloppy Stacks for 2, The Coin Vault for 1. Brad Anderson, have you registered with me? See my email address up there at the bottom of your screen? Right inside that blue stripe. Need to send me an email and tell me what your for sure real name is. I'm sure it's probably Brad Anderson. And make sure you leave me an email address where I can send a PayPal invoice later. That is how I bill. You can choose to pay any way that you want to pay as long as PayPal will accept your payment. That would be with a card, with a Venmo account. Doug wants 2 more. Doug gets 2 more. All right, Brad, as soon as I can get that, I'll get you registered, and then we can talk about getting you some coins. I need that email address, though. Just send it to that email, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Okay, Coin Vault said bin 1. I do also accept silver as payment. The way I accept silver as payment is on the day of the auction. At the end of the day, I check the silver price. That day is the price that we are going to trade at. I do silver, platinum, palladium, or gold. Not that gold is really gold. 1 ounce of gold would buy the entire auction, so it's not like I've got that much stuff, but I get my pricing off of coinflation.com for this. And right now, silver is showing at $32.99 per ounce. $32.99 per ounce. So if you spend, let's say you spend $33 with me, you send me an ounce of silver and you're all paid up. All right, we're done there. Let's move on. Move on. Now, I just got a big, giant pocket full of rolls. And these rolls are the Megrig type. Here's a Megrig tube. I don't know why I'm dancing around on the screen there. You see the M. Megrig and Sons? This is usually the one that the rolls get stuck in. And the coins get stuck in. And these, some of them are loose and some of them are stuck. But this is 1959 Philadelphia. 1959 Philadelphia, going to start it off at $6. These are original rolls, original content. And the coins are in really good shape, too. So let's start at $6. $6 bid now. Anybody bid at $6? How about a bid of $6? $6 now. Anybody bid at $6? 1959 Philadelphia. I got Stan at 6 now, looking for 6.5. How about a bid of 6.5? Anybody bid at $6.5? $6.5 now. How about a bid of 6.5? 6.5. Anybody bid at 6.5? There's 7. DC at 7, looking for an $8 bid. $8 bid now. Anybody bid of $8? How about a bid of 8? $8 now. Anybody bid of 8? All right, I appreciate it, Brad. Thank you very much, sir. And I did get it. Okay, so the email address that you sent this from is a proper email address for me to bill. I got your name. I got everything else. You are now registered. Brad Anderson is now a member of the family. You can go ahead and put him down for those 3 rolls, Eric. And I'm going to make your name blue, add you as a standard moderator. And the reason I do that is because there are some really cocky computers out there that like to come on and behave as if they are somebody else. And what they do is they'll come in, they'll steal your name, they'll register an account, they'll come back in, and they'll start posting all kinds of crap about porn and everything else, and they're using your name. Very, very nice. The problem, though, they didn't get around the idea that if I make you a moderator of the channel, your name turns blue and you get the wrench. They can't do that for themselves. So if you're a moderator and they come in and their name is gray, I know it's not you, and I can ban them immediately. That's how I handle it. Well, we're at a $7 bid. $7 only for the 1959 Philadelphia original tubed rolls. I can tell you for sure, boys and girls, that these rolls are going to impress. We're going to impress with this. I'm going to close this one off and give you guys a $6 bin on these. I know I shouldn't do that, but I'm going to prove to you guys you're going to love these things. So bin at 6. Tell me how many you want. Well, let's say I have a total of 11. James Valley wants 1. Doug Rezac for 2. Chubby Pop Chaser for 2. Tim Morrell for 2. And Stan Horn for the remainder. That's all I got. I will likely have more next week. But this is all I have for right now. That's all I've got, folks. I got down to Stan Horn, and that's as far as I could get. How about 1959D? All of these tubes were taped shut when I got them. The problem is the tape was so brittle, it fell off of the tubes. Give one to DC. Okay. We'll go back on Stan's 4 and give DC 1 of them. I could do that. So, Stan, you're getting 3 and DC's getting 1. Yeah, I like to share the wealth a little bit. So we're on 59D. Chris Hurley is at $8. Chubby Pop Chaser at 9. Oh, sorry. Okay, Doug. I got it. I'll do it that way. Either way, DC's getting 1. I got Sane Blaine at $10. $10 now. Looking for an $11 bid. $11 bid. Now, anybody bid $11. How about a bid $11 bid? There's Chubby Pop Chaser. Actually, Chris Hurley at 11. Hello, Chris. Good day, sir. 11 now, 12. Now 12. Anybody bid a $12, $12 bid? Now anybody bid a $12. How about a bid of 12? There's 12. Chubby Pop Chaser and Sane Blaine and Stan Horn all come in at 12. Now 13. Anybody on a $13 binge here? 13 now. Anybody bid a 13? 1959D. These are all Megrig tubes. The coins are stuck very firmly inside. I labeled them myself, so you get my artwork on the top. I can't sign them because I don't have enough room, so don't ask. I guess I could sign the side of the tube for you. My vanity is horrible. All right, Same Blaine's at 16 now. Chubby Pop Chaser at 15, 16. How about this? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. How about if I was to offer these to everybody here at $10 a roll? Oh, Chubby didn't have time to even see that I put that up there before he said bin 2. I could have said 50. You will yeah, that's right. Eric Maith is the only one who will ever get a $2.3 million signed rock from me. I pulled it out of my own creek. I know how much it's worth. Right here in Hayseed Land. Got enough for everybody here. Let me know if you want to go. There is gold in North Carolina. Not very far away from here. A couple of guys back in the 1700s stumbled upon a couple of really big shiny yellow rocks. They weren't very smart, so they used them for doorstops for years. Until someone finally said, you should have that assayed. It looks like gold. They're like, ha, yeah, right. So they pick up their 24-pound rock, and they took it in and found out it was actually gold. And it is crick. That's right. But do you fish in a creek and you got a crick in your neck, or do you get a creek in your neck and you fish in a crick? Do you have a crick in your floor? Or is it a creek in your floor? Is it a roof or a roof? Was it the first state they discovered gold in? It was in the 1700s, so it had to be plenty early enough. Did you know that there was a United States mint in the small Georgia town of Dahlonega? And that United States mint gave up, well, because of a certain separatist attitude and a war. They quit minting coins in 1863. However, they were going to open it back up, and eventually it turned into a military outpost type thing, and then that burnt to the ground in 1878. And so they moved the gold, what they had left of it. But you know, Dahlonega, how you going to learn the rest of the story? Dahlonega is a Cherokee word meaning yellow rocks. Yeah, that's what it is. D mint mark on gold, you're right, is not Denver. They started in 1835, I believe, 1835, and they went to 1861. There was a mint in Dalles, Oregon. In the Dalles, and I've been to that mint. It's a coffee shop or something to that effect now. But I've actually been there, and it was interesting to see a building that used to be a mint, but not a whole lot exciting about it anymore. Are we finished with the 59Ds? I just keep talking and talking and talking. Let's run these now. 1960 D, large date. It was the same punch as the D letter in United. Is that for all the coins, including the little 2.5? Did they have $1 gold in Dahlonega? I don't remember. There we go. Nice original fresh rolls. 1960 D, large date. 1960 D, large date. See, the tape came off of it, but I bet you... Okay, this one is loose without the tape, but the coins aren't loose. The coins are fitting a little tightly. Eric, I got a crick out behind my house we could go pan in. I've actually panned it. There isn't anything out there that I could find. Of course, I didn't go digging a bunch of deep holes either. And there's no bedrock behind my house. It's all sand. I'm probably in the wrong part of the state. All right, Eric gives me a bit of $8. $8 now. Looking for a bit of $8.50. $8.50 now. How about a bit of $8.50? A bit of $8.50. A bit of $8.50. $8.50 now. And a bit of $8.50. If you go to the old courthouse in downtown Dahlonega, they made it the Dahlonega Gold Museum, and you can actually pay to go into the museum. And right behind the welcome desk, which you can't see without paying, but once you pay and go around, they have an entire set of Dahlonega gold coins there. All of them were fractionals. They never made the $10, the $20 gold. They made small gold coins. Eric's up to 10. Got to get down to the clay layer. I'd probably be halfway to China before I hit clay around here. Russell gives me $11 bid. 11 now, 12 now, 12. How about a $12 bid? Anybody bid at $12? 1960D, original, United States, mint coins, 50 coin roll, placed in these tubes, God knows how long ago. Megrid quit selling tubes in the 60s, so we know it's old. Russell's up to $13 now, looking for a 14. They made a half eagle. Half eagle's $10. No, half eagle's $5, sorry. An eagle is $10, because a $20 is called the double eagle. See how that works? You, shut up. That's the dog. He's looking at me like he's about to start barking again. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. Nope. Okay, I got bids up to $16. Let's do it this way. How about if I was to let you guys steal these out of my archive here at $10 a roll? How many would you want then? A $10 bin. Let's see how it works. $10 now. Anybody bid at 10? Eric, Sergeant First Class, takes one. Doug takes one. Blaine takes one. Stan takes 5. James Valley for 1. Russell for 1. Tim Morrell says, Fat Chance. It's okay, Fat Chance. These could have any one of a number of $10 to $50 RPMs. You never know what comes in these rolls. Brad Anderson takes one. Have I got a buyer in you? How'd you find me, Brad? You just happened to stumble upon this one glorious day and heard my voice and said, I think I can stick around that guy for a little while. An 1854D $3 gold piece. 1854D. PCGS with a CAC MS62 sold for $528,000. Ugh. What's not fair, DC? What'd I do? I grab your ear and pull? Buy one. Buy me. You have way too many 60D large dates already from me. Yeah, but they all have different mixtures of RPMs, and who knows what you end up with. You could get RPM 1 out of these rolls. You could get RPM 4. You could get a 9. You could get 11. You could get 44. There's a number of RPMs in 1960D that are all worth a good penny a piece. Probably $10 to $20 minimum each. Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy. Easy head scratcher. If you're looking for pretty much anything and everything and you're trying to identify everything you pull out of them, yep, you could be a while. Any other 60D large dates here? You remember your mom grabbing your ear when you didn't listen? Well, you know exactly what I do then. All right. Well, at $10, I guess we're going to be finished for the day on those. How about 1961 Philadelphia? Got a 61 Philly here. You can't call people fat anymore. So I guess instead of saying Fat Chance, we have to say Fluffy Chance. Or what would another word be for that? Inflated? Bloated? Uh, we won't call you fat. We'll just call you disgusting. How about that? Plump. Grapes are plump. Rotund. Obese. There we go. Those are some good words. 1961 Philadelphia. We're going to get this one started here. $5. $5. Anybody bid a $5 bid? How about a bid a $5 bill? Nana Stacks gives me 5. 5 now. Looking for a bid of 550, 550, 550. Anybody bid a 550, 550? How about a bid of 550? Fluffy is a funny comedian. Huh. So what do you call the comedians that aren't funny? Oh, you call them unemployed. You call them fat, you don't do politically correct. I'm with you, Paula. Hugely blessed. I tell you what, when they get fat and get diabetes and have all kinds of other problems and neuropathy in their feet because they're carrying 400 pounds around, they're not so blessed anymore. Squishy. Paula has no filter. Paula and I are two peas in a pod. We go together like peas and carrots. Nothing more than a $5 bid? All right, $5 it is then. $5 bin on 61 Philadelphia's. Give me your bin plus a number. Many as you want. Your bin plus a number. Oh, that's just not right, Joe. That's just not right. I had a girlfriend one time when I was in high school, and she was Italian. And her whole family was one of those, big giant spaghetti cooking Sunday meal for everybody, and all the cousins and everybody comes over every week. And they had a Winnebago out in their driveway. They like to do the long drives, and I swear, as much as I'm sitting here right now, I am absolutely 100% stone cold serious. They had the center of the B scratched out on their Winnebago, and it was a Winnebago. And I thought that was so damn funny because they were Italian, and they were, it's like self-deprecating. It was so cool. But then she said, "Oh, yeah, you see my dad's Winnebago over there." And I said, yeah. She said, you know how to tell it's Italian, right? And I said, "I don't know." And she said, "Well, because when it gets a flat tire, it goes wop, 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 wop down the road." I'm like, "Oh, you're filled with them today." Did we get everybody on the $5 bin for the 1961 Philadelphia rolls? These are original 61 Philadelphia rolls. Now, if you get a 67 in one of these, you're talking about a pretty high dollar coin. I mean, really high dollar. Roger takes a couple of them. Roger knows better. He knows. He understands. Roger, did you just show up? I appreciate that Petaluma's a nice place, but are the clocks all messed up there? Did you not know when 4 o'clock in the afternoon came around, or you just getting home from your second job? I tell you what, I go back to 1959 Philadelphia, and you can take advantage if you like. 59 Philadelphia sold out, but the 59 Denver, I have 59 Denver at $10. I have 1960 D large date at $10. You're moving today. I thought you moved a month ago. Your real last name is Matteo? I didn't know you were Italian. I love Italian people. Got one of my good friends is Italian. Are we done with 61 Philly, I guess? Packers come tomorrow. You know, Roger, the Packers can't seem to get a touchdown these days. Maybe you might want to pick a different team to move you. Paula, you got shots in your eyes? Shots in your eyes? I had a surgery one time that involved drilling 100 little tiny holes in each of my eyes. Look it up. It's called SLT surgery. I got it in both eyes. They do it to relieve pressure. There you go. Frank's got the idea. Titans, they don't win a game, but they sure are workhorses. You have thyroid eye disease. I did not know that. Of course, there's a lot I don't know. You have to have SLT as well? Man, I tell you what, don't move your eyes while it's going on. They'll cut a hole in your eye. Cut a little slit in it. And the doctor will bark at you. Stop moving your eyes. Like, damn, you've got a piece of glass up against my eyeball, and you're shooting lasers into it that I can feel, and you're telling me not to move my eyes. Why don't you just knock me out? That way I won't try to move my eyes. Right, yeah, a shot in the hand is nothing. Okay, well, 61 Philadelphia, we're going to shut the door on for right now. But if anybody else wants any, I've got more. We're going to move on to 1961 Denver. You said what? He does. He has 61 Denver. All original rolls here. 1961 Denver. Let's start this off at $5. How about a start at $5? Anybody start at $5? Got a $5? Looking for a 5.5, 5.5. Anybody bid a $5.5? $5.5. 1961 Denver. Over 100 different repunchment marks in 1961 Denver. Stan at 6. Got Richard at 7. Code talk. I'm not really sure. Osayo. We got an $8 bid now, Stan. Russell is also $8. Roger says he'll have a total of 4 of the 1961 Philadelphia rolls. DC at $8.50 now. $8.50, looking for a $9 bid. Got it from Russell. Russell now looking for 10. 10. How about a $10 bid now? Anybody bid a $10 bid? There's DC back at $9.50, looking for 10 now. 10. How about a bid of $10 bid? Now anybody bid a $10? How about a $10 bid? Something ain't right about that. 2. That's closer. Oh, 1961D is sick with RPMs. They're just everywhere. Over 100 different ones. It's not 1960D, but man, these are involved. There's also one that's D over horizontal D. It's a really nice looking one. Stuck on the 50s, DC. 950. I'm going to solve that problem for you. Let's do it this way. Let's do a $6 bin on these. 1961D, $6 bin. I am feeling extremely giveaway-y today. Dirty Water takes 2. We got a bunch of people binning 1. They won't bid, but they'll sure bin. Got Stan Horn with 5, Dirty Water with 2, Eric with 1, Chris Hurley with 1, James Valley with 1, Richard Sappington wants to bond 1, Brad Anderson gets 1, we got Russell for 1. Like the Daredevil coin you sold. I sold a Daredevil coin? You must be mistaken me. I don't remember selling a Daredevil. I don't even remember selling anything with Daredevil on it. In fact, I barely know what a Daredevil is. They have me figured out? I don't know about that. Because I got a bunch of onesie-twosie rolls, and they're all going to miss out if they're trying to play that game. I feel like as you get higher in... leave you climb up... like you are super smart people. I'll not be surprised if you guys didn't have your own code talk. Oh, there's a lot of code talk. A lot of code talk going on out there. So I got Tim. Tim gets 2. Timothy Morrell gets 2. Mohawk Joe gets 1. Earth Calling. All right. Got 2 for Tim, 1 for Mohawk Joe. Anybody else? You going to tell me that I'm only going to get away with being able to sell 18 rolls at $6 a piece on 1961D that no one has opened or looked at? Some have been trying to figure me out for 10 years. Good luck. I can't even figure myself out. Yeah, 1960 has the large date over small, or the small date over large date, 1960D. Daredevil coin was the D over D mint mark. One more. Okay, Dirty Water wants another one. I'll get him on there. Got him on there. The Daredevil coin, is that RPM 1? Those things are stupid hard to find. We done there? Then I'll move us on. Get on down the road. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front, straight up and right up front. Did I not put that in there? Did I not get that in there? 50? I did not. That's okay. I'll bring it up some other time. All right, so here we go. A full tube of 1950s, 40s and 50s Lincoln cents that are all AU, BU condition. You see that? You've got some red brown. Most of these have no wear at all. No whizzed coins. They're not whizzed. They're not garbage. Starting this at $6. He's going to give me a $6 bid. Now anybody bid a $6? $6 bid? Anybody bid a $6? $6. Looking for 6 to start this off. I got Stan with a $6 bid now, looking for $7. $7. How about a $7 bid? There's Tim at 8. Stan at 9. Carl's at $8.50 now. Stan at 9. Tim back at 12. This roll's not quite full. Needs a couple more coins. Oh, what did I do there? That's nice. That's pretty. $12.50 to DC. 14 to Stan. 15 back to Tim. $15.50 comes back to DC now. And DC's name is not meant to reflect the comic book company, just to let you know. I know why it's DC, but that's a secret. Stan at 16. Timothy back at 1650. Brad Anderson at 17. Stan at 18. I'm going to do you guys all a big giant favor. You only get one apiece. But the first 12 people to chime in on this get one roll each. One roll each. $12 bin. $12 going down. One apiece. DC, Russell, Timothy Morrell. We're going to see like this big... to be a big giant wet sneeze of names. Stan, Steve, Brad, Blaine, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Frank, Frank. Anybody else? $12. AUBU roll. Frank, I'll take silver. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. No, I've got that covered, Tim. Here's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a shotgun start to the people out there. Get your bins ready. Shotgun start for a second time around. I've got 4 rolls. As soon as I post the title of this lot, I want you guys to chime in just after I post, just like I'm doing a roll reveal. So we're going to get this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Give me a bin if you want another roll. DC will take one. Tim Morrell, Stan, and Kimberly D. That's what I've got. Can't do no mo because I don't have no mo. But I love all you for trying. All right, lot number 26. Got no more of the wheat rolls. Check this out, boys and girls. Let's go to the Dino Cam. Look at there. BU roll 1963. Canadian Lincoln cents. Or Canadian Lincoln cents. Yeah, right. Canadian cents. I've got DC at a $3 bid, now $3.50. $3.50 looking for a $4 bid. $4.90, but a bid of $4. How about a bid of $4? $4 now, a bid of $4. $3.50 now looking for a bid of $4. $4 bid now, a bid of $4. How about a bid of $4 now, a bid of $4. I got a $3.50 bid looking for $4. $3.50 going once looking for a $4. No like them Fernier coins. I understand. I get it. $3.50 looking for a $4 bid. $4 now, a bid of $4. $3.50 going once looking for a $4. $3.50 twice. Now looking for a bid of $4. $4 bid. How about a bid of $4? Any bid of $4? $4 bid. Last call, last chance. $4. Sold. DC $3.50. Thank you, sir. One more roll. This goes out to all of those who lasted the longest here, who are still sticking around and still being who they are. Love you all. We have circulated roll 1944S. I'm going to start this at 50 cents. Carl gives me a $3 bid on this. I don't have a bin for anything, Nana. DC gives me a 3. Got Carl at 3 already. Coin Vault bids a $5. Dirty Water says he'll take 4. Total 4 1961 D rolls. Thank you. I got Coin Vault at $5. Carl at 6. Timothy Morell at 8. DC at $6.50. Frank McCain at $7. Got $8. Tim Morell. Oh, that's from earlier. Okay. I gotta go check on something. Hang on just a moment. The bin on the AUBU rolls is $12 a piece, and they're all sold. I don't have any more of them right now. Do I have a deal for you? A deal you're all going to like. Ever since the little fish went out looking for his daddy. Let's see here. What dost thou have? Okay. Must put my head back on straight here. Just a moment. We've got a $9 bid from Frank McCain. Got a $9 bid from Roger Borland. How about... Okay, DC, I appreciate that. Carl, if you want one of those AUB rolls, you can have one of them. DC is willing to give up his bid on one of them. 75 and pennies, baby. How you doing? Okay, let's do this way. I'm going to say stop bidding. That marks where I said that. And we've got a $9 bid on a 1944 S roll here. I have a couple of others. Yeah, that's right. I have a couple of others. I have a total of 6 rolls. You guys know what's coming, don't you? That's right. We're going to be doing a highest bid gets it first. But we're going to do... Carl says pass. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate it. Thank you, DC. We are going to do on this a $5 bin. But you have to watch me, okay? Roger first, Frank second, Tim Morell third, DC fourth, Carl fifth, and the Coin Vault sixth. Okay, so I'm gonna put your initials in here. Bum 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 bum. Roger Borland, Frank McCain, DC. Nope, and not DC. Tim Morell. TM. Then Coin Vault. Did I get DC in there? No, DC comes before Coin Vault. DC. Coin Vault. Carl. There. That's my list. Carl says he'll pass on the 44S. Russell, I'll get one to you if I have other people pass. I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls. I had 6 names on there, so Russell, I can get you one of them. So 1 for Russell, 1 for Roger, 1 for DC. Russell, Roger, and DC at my $5 bin, plus anyone else who wants to chime in and get one. Or if you want to get more than one, just say bin again. Frank McCain gets one. 75 in pennies, baby, gets one. And Timothy Morell gets one. I don't have any more. I wish I did. But I don't have any more. I've only got a total of 6 of these. And I just sold 6 of them. Everybody, I much appreciate you guys being here. And that's going to be a wrap for this particular show. If anybody wants any more of anything, please let me know. Did we get Dirty Water for the additional 1961D rolls? He wanted a total of 4. I'll go back and check that here real quick. Dirty Water, Dirty Water, Dirty Water needs one more. All right. I've got you in there for the 4 rolls, Dirty Water. No, any current invoice anybody has would be an invoice for reveals. And I do reveals separately from auction coins because they have to be billed separately because they're shipped from Florida and they're not shipped from here. They're also shipped at a different time from auction items. So auction inventory or auction invoices are always separate from reveal invoices. I used to combine them all on the same thing and they ship separately, and it was nothing but a bucket full of confusion. So I have to put them on separate invoices. I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night, and I will see you next time around. Have a good one.